Good evening. Welcome to BTPS. Day before yesterday, we discussed few questions on type conversion, right? So we have to continue that topic. So what we are doing is questions on type conversion. So we have completed till which question? We completed till fourth question, right? About the Boolean type conversions. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to do complex type conversions, right? So let's continue with that. So let's open the notepad. So let's take one more. So what is the question? What we have to do is write a program to perform complex type conversion in different type of arguments. So let's copy and paste it over here. So let's make it a multi-line comment, right? Multi-line comment using triple single quotes and save it. Save it with demo1.py. Okay, demo o. Okay, so now what we have to do? We have to enter complex numbers with complex type conversion function. Also, let's take an input with the user, or let's make it hard coded, right? So com equal complex, or not complex, we're not going to take input, right? So let's make it 20 plus 89j. Okay, now let's perform some type conversions with this. We have taken a complex number first of all, then we are going to take a integer value. So let's take one integer value, a1 equal 20, okay, a2 equal 70j, a3 equal 0 plus 0j. Now let's pass a4 equal true plus true j. Can we do this? No, right? True plus 0j. Then what we can do is a5 equal false, then a6 equal 20, okay, a7 equal 89j, okay, then a8 equal 20 plus 70j in the format of string. That means within double quotes or single quotes, right? So let's do this and convert it using print, then with complex type conversion function, and we will pass the different variables. So we are going to pass first com, okay, then repeat this with the 8 variables, times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? First one is A1. Then we have A2. Then we have A3. Then we have A4. Then we have A5. Then we have A6. Then we have A7. Then we have A8, right? So we did all the comparisons and let's see what output we are getting. So open folder in CMD, demo 1.py. So we are getting this much output for our values, right? We gave the values. So let's compare it here, what we are getting and what not. So the complex number is within complex, so it is normally a complex, so converting complex is nothing much. Then converting integer into complex, so we are getting the real part and the imaginary part is 0. Okay, then for A2 we are getting what? Only 70J, because real part is what? 0. Okay, then we have A4. We have true and 0J. So for true we are getting 1 plus 0J. Fine. For A5 it's false, so we are getting 0 of J. Then A6 20, we are passing 20, so we are getting 20 plus 0J, and 20 is in the form of what? String, right? So we can convert string into complex format. Okay, so 20 plus 0J, because we are not passing any imaginary part. Fine. Now we have A7, that is 89J. So we have 89J because we are not giving any real part, so it's missing. Then A8 we are giving a complex value within single and double quotes, whatever. I mean, string can be in single quote or double quote. So the complex number is converted into complex given in string format. Okay. Okay. So we completed all the questions of type conversions. Now what we have to move on the next topic. So what is our next topic? The next topic is what? Operators. Fine. We have which topic right after this? Operators. Okay. So normally how many types of operators are there in Python? Normally we have 6 types of operators. Okay, and you have to name it because you have already studied all of those. Okay, we are going to solve only few questions on the topics. Fine. Okay, so let's move on the questions. So the first question is, write a program to see difference between floor division, modulo, round, seal, absolute and floor. Okay, write a program to see difference between floor division, modulo and round, seal and absolute and floor function of math module, right? So let's copy and write a program to find the difference between the modulo and floor and floor division, right? Division and division operator, then find the difference between what? Floor method of math module, then floor seal absolute, then what we have? Round function, right? Of math module. Fine. Let's save it. Demo 2.5. Okay. So what does the modulo do? Modulo does what? Modulo finds out the remainder, right? Then we have floor division. Floor division returns only the integer part after division. Okay. Then we have normal division. So it is division. What it returns is, it always returns the float point value after division. Fine. Okay, let's do this much, then move on to the next part of our program. Okay, so what does the modulo do? Floor division and division. Then we will find out what floor function, seal function, abstract, then round will do. Okay, so let's take some inputs. So num1 equal int of input, enter a number, then num2 equal int of input, enter the second number. Then let's change it to the first number. Okay, so we got two inputs, then we have to perform what? Modulo, floor division and division. So let's make it first, and for modulo let's take m equal num1 modulo num2. Fine, it's visible right here. Then we have for floor division f equal num1 floor division by num2. Then for division d equal num1 divided by num2. Okay, now we are going to print all of them. Print modulo colon space comma m. Then what we are going to do is we are going to pass it like this. So space, then we have floor div, it means floor division. Then we have f, fine. Okay, then what we have, division, right? Division colon then d. Okay, let's do this much, then run it. Then we will move on to the next part of our program. So cls, then demo2.py. So we have to enter two numbers. The first number will be 45, fine. Second number will be 5, or let's make it 7. Okay, so what is the output? Modulo we are getting what? 3. Okay, floor division we are getting 6, and division what we are getting? 6.4, 6.42857, whatever the numbers are, right? So modulo gets us what? Remainder, floor division, only the integer part, division, both the integer and the real part of the output. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of our program. So the next part is floor method, floor function, right, of math module. So we are going to write it into the multi-line comments, right? So the first function is what? Floor. Then we have seal. Then we have what? Absolute. Then we have what? Round function, right? So round. So what all these do? Floor returns, it returns less or equal to the division floating point number. Okay, and seal returns what? Seal returns greater or equal to the division float point number. Okay, so what absolute does? It returns absolute value. Absolute value of a quotient or remainder quotient. Okay, round does what? It depends, for round it depends on the floating point number. If it is greater than 5, then it will round it to the greater part. If it is less, then it will round it up to the lesser part. Okay, so let's use the math module, import math. Okay, then Using math, what we will call is print math dot absolute, then we will pass what? Few values, right? So let's make it 89.09. Fine. Let's do the absolute first. Okay. Then we are going to pass negative value. So what it will give as a output? C. Okay. Then we are getting what? Giving what? Only integer value. Okay. Then we have 99. Okay. Let's save it and run. Let's see what we are going to get, and let's comment this first part. Okay. Okay. So CLS, then what is no module? Okay, maths, right? It's not going to be capital. Math module. Okay. So CLS, then okay, ABS. Why? Absolute function, right? Absolute function. Absolute in Python. ABS function. Then what we have is ABS. It's not in math module. Okay. Okay. Then let's do the calculation. CLS. Okay. See what output we are getting is absolute of 89. Then negative numbers are converted into positive. Only the absolute value we are getting. Absolute value of 89 is 89. And absolute value of 89.99 is also 89.99. It's not rounding it off. Okay. It's not rounding it off. Fine. Absolute method does not rounds the numbers. It returns the absolute values. See, the negative number is converted into positive over here. Okay. Now let's find out the floor. Math.floor, it's not a function or what? Let's see. CLS. Okay. So what has happened is, it's what it was here, what 0.09. So it is not converted up greater wise. Okay. But here we have given also what 9.99. What floor does is it converts it into equal or less. It does not makes it greater, even if it has to be. Okay, here the minus 89 is converted into 90, because 90 is minus 90 is less than what, 89. Okay, and 89.09, it has made it into 89, which is lesser than this one, the first one. Then the negative one, it's converted lesser because it's 90. Then 89 is still 89, and 89.99 is converted into 89, which is also less. Okay, now what we have to do is, now let's use the ceil function. Okay, math.ceil. Okay, CLS, then what we are getting, it's ceil makes the number greater or equal, right? So 89.09 is converted into 90. Okay, and minus 89 is converted into 89 itself, because 90 would be more or less than 89. Okay, then 89 cannot be converted up to greater because it does not have any real part. Then 89.99 is converted into 90. Okay, fine. Now let's move on to the next method. Only the left one is what, round, right? So let's make it round. Okay, round is like without math, or okay, round. Without math model. Fine. CLS. We got all the values. 89.09 is converted into 89. Minus 89.09 is converted into 89. 89 is 89. And 89.99 is converted into 90. It round means that it depends on the real part if it is converted into less or greater. Fine. If no doubts, we'll move on to the next question. So what we used here is, we used all the math module functions which are similar in function, that is ABS. Then we used round, then we used floor, then we used ceil, then we used, okay, there are 4 methods only, right? Yeah, and we have different operators, that is floor division, then we have division, then modulo. Okay, basically all these have the type of similar functionality. Okay, but they are slightly different. Fine. If no doubts, we'll move on to the next question. Okay. So the next question is, what is the next question? Let's see. So the second question is, write a program to see the overloading of plus and concatenation operator. Okay, write a program to see the overloading of plus and concatenation operator. Fine. See, it's a very simple question. See, what we do is, if we have an integer like c, add, suppose, then we do it like 67, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 plus 45, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then what it will do is, it will do the arithmetic plus operator. Then if we do str equal, okay, so what it will do is give a name in single or double quotes. Then we will give here Kanpur. Then we have BTPS. Fine. But here it will not do the plus arithmetic plus over here with the string. It will do what? It will do the concatenation. Fine. Let's save it. It is demo3.py. Okay, let's run and check. It didn't print anything. Okay, we didn't call the print function. So let's print add, then print str. Okay. We are getting the, here we are getting what? Arithmetic plus operators output. Here concatenations output be Kanpur, then concatenated with BTPS. Fine. If we provide these in single quotes, then what will happen? They will be concatenated, right? It will not be doing any arithmetic operation. So CLS, then so 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is another number. Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is another number. They both are not arithmetically added. They are concatenated using string. Fine. So let's move on to the next question. So what is the next question? Write a program to print statement repeatedly without using loops. We have to repeat a statement different times to print a statement. Okay, but the condition is without using the loops. To print a statement repeatedly, we use what? Loops, right? But we have to do the same operation but without loops. How it will happen? Okay, let's solve this. So let's take a variable. Let's take a variable with name equal BTPS. Then let's print the BTPS 10 times but without using loops. So we have to do it without loops. So what operator we can use is repeat operator. So in Python, repeat operator is what? This asterisk is called repeat operator. So what we have to do is we have to pass the string with the number of times we want to repeat it with the help of repeat operator. So we will write print then we will write the numbers. So 10 times, then asterisk, then VTPS. Fine. Or right, we can do this, right? And we don't need a variable for this. Okay, let's save it. Demo 4.py. Okay, let's save it and run. So cls, then demo 4.py. So btps, 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 btps. How many times? 10 times. If we provide \n over here, then let's see what will be the output. CLS, then we are getting the 10 times VTPS that we wanted to print without using loops. Fine. If you have no doubts, we will end this session over here and see you the next time. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.